Just here at Bruce Peninsula National Park. It's looking pretty good. Surprisingly busy, but I guess everybody's trying to get out of the house with the plague being on its way out. Dogs are happy. And ready to set off. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Coming into the halfway log dump area, the use area. This is like some serious postcard stuff, huh?
This is beautiful.
A really short walk from the parking lot to here as well. Oh wow, look at this place. This is pretty spectacular. It's really humid, hey? Look at that.
Oh my goodness, I love this place. Do you want to go down?
Yeah, let's go take a quick look. Why not? See if the boys have a drink. I hope we don't have to hike too far on these rocks. Come here, buddy. Oh, okay, I got you. You alright there? Do you need a hand?
Here. Mama's just gonna lift you.
Okay. Want that leaf?
I think we're doing anything.
No, but you know, better to be safe. Okay. Alright, boys. Up here, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Oh, down there. Yeah, around there is fine. Thank you. Yeah, just watch the branches.
Huh?
Just watch out for the branches.
Yeah, I got nicked now coming with that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Harder. Hi, Pink.
Yep.
Plus, I've already had one fall, so I think we're good.
Let's hope. Hey. All right?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Just had a lookout point here on the trail, and just look at that.
Jeez, look how adventurous Missy is, eh?
Oh, Moosey, you're scaring the hell out of me, bud. I'm trying to just pull back there, just a touch. Oof, thanks, buddy. Look at that, though.
In case you haven't noticed, my husband is very, very afraid of heights.
Yeah, I will not deny that in the least. This is the best view though.
Man, this is so peaceful. Oh, you're so cute. Love you.
Love you. Okay, here we are at our campsite for the night. Stormhaven 8 here in Bruce Peninsula. Not too buggy last night. Did have an encounter with a trash panda though. Tried to steal our bag, which just had a water filter in it. Which doesn't really make any sense. But there you go. But managed to chase it off. It didn't really destroy anything too bad. It's our view. Can't really see very well on camera, but it's pretty fantastic. Some of the other sites. Our water filtration system. This is definitely the least ever water filtration system if you use a lot of water. Did you find that path up earlier?
Yeah, I did get a little bit lost, but I found it eventually.
Come on guys, we just have to walk along the rocks a bit. Do you want me to take the dogs? Yeah, we can go up here.
Go all the way around there.
We can go up here. You can go around, but this works. As I recall, you just have to go around campsite number 6. But other crew's still here. Oh, they're definitely.
Yeah, I think so. First I went.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the bear hang that I used last night.
Yeah, I just sit on that rock. Yeah.
On this one here.
In the water.
Okay, shall I go ahead?
Yeah.
Alright, come on, family. Let's go. Just, yeah.
Can you take it? Can you take it?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I got him. Up. Go on. Go on, Missy. You can do it, buddy. Oh, he's a good boy. Yeah, that might be a raccoon.
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking about. But I don't know.
Yeah, Mercy. Come too.
Oh, he's a good boy. You guys don't even have backpacks. See, I think this part is probably easier, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so since we didn't really have much of a good ending for our video, it's our first video that we've made, so we're still learning, and I think we'll do these kind of end bits at camp in the future, or possibly in some other place, like on the way back, but for now we just want to have some kind of good ending for our first video, and talk about how we found the trip and the hike and stuff like that. So how did you find the hike?
So I think compared to what we had in our heads, it was a very different hike. So we'd done a hiking trail in Bruce Peninsula before that was really chilled, fairly flat, very well kind of pathed out. And the real struggle that we found on that hike, which was about 11 kilometers, was really just getting down to the campsite. There was about a 90-degree incline and decline, and that was fine, that was manageable. So we naively assumed that this hike would be very similar, and it was not in any way. It was 4.2 kilometers of really rough terrain. I'm talking about hopping over crevices, climbing up hills, going over kind of smooth rock, holding onto trees to get yourself up. We also have our 2 small dogs that always come with us hiking. One of them has very short legs, so we often had to pick him up and kind of carry him over a lot of the steeper inclines that we were doing. So compared to the hike that I had in my head, it was a very different hike that we actually completed. Yeah. So I think if you're going into it a little bit more prepared and you're a little bit more aware of what your hike is going to be, I think you feel a lot more equipped than we did.
Yeah, I think, you know, I just injured my back a little bit of time before we went, like a week and a half or something. And I was thinking, oh good, this is short, you know, on the map it looks like, it's like 3Ks or something. It's like, that's easy, that's not going to be an issue. But it was really hot. It was like, I don't know, 32 degrees or something, plus humidity. You can see in the video actually, the humidity haze is kind of ridiculous. You know, you couldn't even see the horizon at the halfway log dump area, and it was really stinking hot. And yeah, tough terrain, at least for us. You know, we're not Bear Grylls here.
Yeah. I think it's tough terrain.
Or Joe Robinette, so
it also just makes it tougher when you have 2 dogs, when you have a pack that's like 10 kilos on your back, because
I think small dogs especially, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have bigger dogs, like, well, even Flashy here, Flash doesn't mind. He's all good. He'll jump over anything, but shame, sometimes Moose needs a hand. You know, he's just got short legs and a big body. I can identify, you know, so he needs a hand sometimes, and that just makes things take a little longer and a little more effort. But overall, well worth it.
Totally
really,
worth it.
Really awesome hike.
I think also just the views that you get on backcountry hikes they're so spectacular, and the fact that, you know, as you're hiking in, you might find, you know, quite a few more people doing similar trails, and they may be day hikers or day visitors. But as soon as you get really into the thick of backcountry, it starts to get really quiet and really beautiful. So we had a fantastic afternoon at Stormhaven. We swam, we, you know, set up our camp, we had a really good meal. So that was fantastic. Just, you know, resting after a really, really tough hike on a very hot day. And for the most part, our campsite was really quiet.
Yeah.
I think the campers next door to us only got in at about 11 at night. So we had really most of Stormhaven to ourselves for the whole night. That night, though, something to be very aware of, and something that I never realized. So we're super diligent about hanging all of our food, anything that smells, up in the bear hang, just to ensure that we're safe. Because, you know, when you are in the backcountry, you do want to make sure that you're not going to potentially be attacked by a bear because of what you have in your backpack.
Sure.
So I woke up in the middle of the night, and I woke Kurt up because I was scared, and I was like, there's something outside and I don't want to look at what it is, so you have to deal with it. So he gets his torch out, shines his torch out the tent, and sees that there's a raccoon that had actually dragged my pack off of the deck and had started chewing on the zipper. And turns out, even if you have removed all of your food stuff, anything that smells, anything that could attract attention, a lot of little animals are attracted to the smell of your salt sweat. So that was obviously what it was trying to get to, and trying to chew through to get to my water filter. So
yeah, it just it ate like a hole in the small extra water filter bag. It's very weird. I mean, I've hardly even handled that thing in a while.
Yeah.
So I think it must have been just some food residue, or maybe we had like,
I think it's just a very hot day.
Yeah.
Very hot day, lots of sweat.
Yeah.
But yeah, next morning was beautiful, so peaceful. The night actually we slept pretty well. It didn't get too chilly at all. So overall, I think in terms of a hiking trail, if I had to give it a 1 out of 5, I'd probably go for a solid 5 because it's beautiful. If you know what you're getting into, it's really easy. If you kind of went in with the attitude that we did, where it was going to be really flat for the whole time, it can be very difficult. But I think, you know, if you are aware of what you're getting into, I would totally give it a solid 5. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'd definitely give it a 5 out of 5. I mean, it is difficult when it's really hot, but it's totally worthwhile, right? The views are spectacular, as you can see in the video, and yeah, I mean, it's not that long, so even if it is kind of tough, when you're just at the time you're kind of getting tired of it, you know, even if you're not super hardcore hikers, you're just like, okay, well, as you're just getting really hutful, you're done.
Yeah.
And you can have a nice swim in the water and just relax. Of course they do. Well, they're going to learn. Google it.
Something that I also appreciated with this hike, and I've done many hikes before where it has been very rocky and I haven't felt very safe or very secure in terms of staying on the trail. And this hike I found I felt completely comfortable being on the trail. Yes, it was tough, but at no point did I feel uneasy and like I wasn't going to be able to hold my body and the dogs on the trail.
Yeah.
I think in terms of campsites, also spectacular. I'd give that a solid 5 out of 5. Really beautiful. We stayed at number 7.
8, I think.
Number 8 on Stormhaven, and that was beautiful. Great views right by the lake. Really well maintained. The bathroom's not too far from there either.
Good privacy as well at our campsite.
Really good privacy.
Yeah, I mean, we could only just see one of the other 10 platforms if you really tried, but generally it was really secluded and very nice.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good for a backcountry campsite.
Yeah. In terms of food, we are still going to do a food rating. This last trip that we didn't have the best luck with food. I think there were maybe 2 meals out of probably the 8 meals that we ate that we liked. Everything else was really average and tasted mostly like store-bought gravy. Which, I mean, as you know, after a long hike, you're really not in the mood for. So we'll be doing a bit more reviews on the food while we're eating it for our next hike, which is coming up pretty soon. And then later on, we might even look at getting our own food dehydrator. So we can document that as well and just showcase how you dehydrate your own food and how you rehydrate it again.
Yeah, and I think we're going to try and do a lot more of like cooking food or bringing non-dehydrated meals with us. That's something we're kind of exploring still.
Yeah.
Alright, but thanks for watching the video. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you for the next one.
Yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye, everyone.